But Victor Wembanyama last night, 28-13 with 7 assists, 5 blocks.
But also not doing too much, and this is a balance. It's a balance thing you gotta learn as an NBA player.
In the next few minutes, we're going to show you how Victor Wembanyama is breaking the mold of what a big man can do in the NBA. We'll break down his insane shooting stats, compare him to guards like Steph Curry, and explain why this matters for the future of basketball. You'll see actual footage of Wembanyama draining threes, hear what Coach Pop has to say about his development, and understand why this 7'4" player might be the most unique talent we've ever seen. Ready to have your mind blown? You know what's crazy? People thought Victor Wembanyama was just another tall guy who'd camp out in the paint. But Coach Pop, he had different plans. He saw something special in Wemby, a guard's skills in a giant's body. So what did he do? He pushed Wembanyama out to the perimeter, and man, did it work. Wemby's not just shooting threes now, he's bombing them. Get this, he's taking 47% of his shots from deep. That's up from 33% last year. It's like Pop flipped a switch, and suddenly Wemby's playing like he's been a sharpshooter his whole life.
I did find my rhythm physically because it was a little hard to come back.
But Victor Wembanyama last night, 28-13 with 7 assists, 5 blocks.
But also not doing too much, and this is a balance. It's a balance thing you gotta learn as an NBA player.
Watching Wembanyama on the court is like seeing a video game character come to life. You know those created players with maxed out stats? That's Wemby in real life. He's breaking the limits of what we thought was possible in basketball. A 7'4" guy shouldn't move like that, shouldn't shoot like that. But here we are. So how did Wembanyama shock everyone with his Curry-like performance? Picture this. Wemby steps onto the court and the defense is thinking, okay, we'll just guard the paint. Then boom, he starts raining threes. I'm talking 8 threes in one game.
You gotta catch the train while it's going. So
it just, it doesn't move me. But I will tell you, Victor Wembanyama is the real deal. Show us Chet Holmgren.
I think what you gotta do in those situations is play for your teammates and try to fit in.
For a guy his size, that's not just impressive, it's revolutionary. Think about it. The tallest players in NBA history, guys like Yao Ming, Giore Murasan, Manute Bol, they were paint protectors, rebounders. Maybe they'd hit a mid-range jumper now and then. But Wemby, he's out there pulling up from Steph Curry range like it's nothing. But here's the thing. It's not just luck or a fluke. Pop's been planning this all along. He saw Wemby's potential, and instead of trying to mold him into a traditional big man, he's letting Wemby's unique skills shine. He's not just allowing Wemby to shoot. He's designed an offense around it. This isn't just changing Wembanyama's game. It's changing how we think about positions in basketball. Who says a 7-footer can't play like a guard? Wemby's proving that old school thinking wrong.
So yeah, it's something. Is a switch I'm trying to flip on demand,
Before, when they talk about the Rookie of the Year situation is over, Wembanyama is going to win Rookie of the Year. And
use a broad variety of weapons, but surprisingly in the fourth quarter, this is when we have to come back to a more simple thing.
One three-pointer at a time. Think Wembanyama's transformation is impressive? Wait till you hear about the coach who's making it happen. This isn't just about teaching a big man to shoot threes, it's about reimagining what's possible in basketball. And the rest of the NBA? They're scrambling to keep up. Let's talk about the genius behind this revolution, Greg Popovich. Pop's not just any coach. He's the mastermind who turned Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili into NBA legends. Now he's working his magic on Wemby, and it's wild to watch. You know what's crazy? Pop saw something in Wembanyama that everyone else missed. He didn't see just another tall guy to park under the basket. He saw a guard trapped in a giant's body. And instead of trying to force Wemby into the traditional big man mold,
yeah, we gotta go back to our basics, and this is what every team does, and this is what they try to do too.
But Wembanyama is something special. There's no doubt about that. This is the soon-to-be Rookie of the Year, without question.
Absolutely.
Not holding the ball, but also taking my time. And just taking shots with confidence.
Pop's letting those guard skills loose. But here's the thing, Pop's not just letting Wemby shoot. He's demanding it. Imagine being 7'4", and your coach tells you to play like Steph Curry. That's exactly what's happening in San Antonio. Pop's designed an entire offense around Wemby's unique skills. This strategy is turning the NBA upside down. It's changing how we think about big men in basketball. Who says a 7-footer can't be a sharpshooter? Wemby's proving that old idea wrong every time he steps on the court. So how has Coach Pop transformed Wembanyama's game? It's not just about making threes, it's about opening up the entire court.
To go and where we want Steph to be, how important we want him to be in the future. I wouldn't see it like that. I would see it more like, okay, that's his night, let's go to him, to any of my teammates. For me, it's a necessity that he takes these kind of shots because we want eventually him to be a menace from everywhere.
When Wemby's out there draining shots from deep, defenses have to stretch out to guard him. That creates more space for his teammates to drive to the basket or get open shots. Then, you know what? The rest of the league is scared. They should be. How do you defend against a 7'4" player who can shoot like a guard and protect the rim like a center? It's a nightmare for opposing coaches. This isn't just changing Wembanyama's game, it's changing the entire game of basketball. Pop's pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. He's showing that, with the right coaching and the right player, you can break every rule in the book. So keep your eyes on Wemby and Pop. They're not just playing basketball, they're rewriting the playbook for the future of the sport. And the rest of the NBA, they're just trying to keep up.
Something going on, I could feel it. I think everybody could feel it. He was super locked in. I don't know where that comes from, but it's a good thing that we can trust him like that blindly, in the fourth quarters. And I have a blind trust in him. As I've said many times, he's playing like he's much more experienced than he is.
All right, let's wrap this up. Wembanyama isn't just changing his game, he's reshaping basketball as we know it. Think about it. What happens when every 7-footer starts draining threes like Curry? It's not some far-off dream. It's happening right now. Wemby's setting the bar sky high, and you can bet other big men are taking notice. Soon, we might see centers pulling up from half court like it's nothing. The game's evolving faster than ever, and Wemby's leading the charge.
Currently because it's before coming in the league, I never really had 10 assists. Trying to force teams to guard me with more than one player, so mathematically it means one of my guys is open.
So keep your eyes glued to this kid. He's not just the future of basketball, he's the now. Every time he steps on the court, he's rewriting the rules. It's like watching history unfold in real time. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single moment of this basketball revolution.